It was the phone call heard around the world. One clip, one lie, one betrayal, and it forever changed how we saw both Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift. The fight that redefined celebrity power. In a world where every feud lasts a day, Kim Kardashian versus Taylor Swift has stood the test of time. This wasn't a typical celebrity catfight. It was a full-blown digital war, with receipts, sides, and silence that lasted years. Kim was at the peak of her reality TV reign. Taylor was pop music's golden girl, and between them stood Kanye West, and one lyric that would cause an internet explosion. When Kim released that now infamous Snapchat video of Taylor seemingly approving Kanye's controversial lyric, the internet turned on Taylor instantly. She was branded a snake, a manipulator, a liar. But years later, when the full call leaked, everything flipped. Now, fans say Taylor was right all along. So what really happened? Who was telling the truth? And why does this feud still matter? Chapter 1. The lyric that lit the fuse. It all started with one line from Kanye West's 2016 song, Famous. I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. I made that bitch famous. The moment the track dropped, the internet ignited. Fans were furious. Critics called it misogynistic. And Taylor Swift? She made it clear. She never approved of being called that bitch. Her team released a statement saying she warned Kanye not to release a song with a strong misogynistic message. But then came Kim. Weeks later, Kim Kardashian claimed Taylor actually did approve the lyrics on a phone call. That changed everything. It wasn't just a fight over a song. It was a battle over who was lying and who had the receipts. Kim's next move would shake the pop culture world like never before. 2. Kim's Snapchat bombshell. On July 17, 2016, Kim posted a series of Snapchat clips showing Kanye on the phone with Taylor. In the video, Taylor appears to laugh and say she appreciates the heads up about the line, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. The internet went insane. Suddenly, Taylor wasn't the victim, she was the villain. The hashtag #TaylorSwiftEyesOver party trended worldwide. Millions of people reposted the clips, mocking Taylor for being two-faced. Kim was praised as the queen of receipts. It was brutal. Taylor went completely silent, disappearing from the public eye. For a while, it looked like Kim had won. But what no one knew was that the video wasn't the full story. And years later, that missing footage would rewrite everything. 3. Taylor's disappearance and reputation era. After the backlash, Taylor vanished. She stopped posting. She skipped award shows. Paparazzi photos of her walking backwards to avoid cameras became symbolic of her retreat. But she didn't stay gone. In 2017, she came back swinging with the album Reputation. The snake imagery was no coincidence. It was a direct response to being branded a liar and manipulator. Songs like Look What You Made Me Do and This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things weren't subtle. They were calculated shots fired at the Kardashians and Kanye. Taylor took the hate and flipped it into fuel. Her Reputation Stadium tour sold out worldwide. And just like that, she started taking control of the narrative again. But the damage from Kim's video still lingered. For many, Taylor was still the girl who got caught lying. Until 2020. 4. The full call leaks, and the internet reverses. In March 2020, the uncut, full version of the Kanye-Taylor phone call mysteriously leaked online. And it was a game changer. The full call revealed that Taylor was informed about the might still have sex line, but never about the I made that beach famous part. She never approved of being called that beach, because she was never told it would be included. The video Kim had posted had been edited to make Taylor look complicit. Instantly, social media flipped. Fans who had once mocked her were now apologizing. Articles were rewritten. TikTok videos emerged showing side-by-side comparisons of the original clips and the full leak. Suddenly, Taylor's side made sense. The whole feud got reframed, and Kim Kardashian's credibility took a massive hit. 5. Damage control and silence from Kim. When the full call leaked, Kim and Kanye stayed silent at first. No apology, no acknowledgement, just social media silence. But fans weren't having it. The Kim Kardashian ice-over party started trending. People accused her of gaslighting the public. Kim eventually tweeted that Taylor had still manipulated the narrative and that she was tired of the drama. But the tone had shifted. In 2016, Kim was praised for her clapbacks. In 2020, she looked like someone who got caught red-handed and couldn't escape. The internet doesn't forget, but it does flip. And when it flips on you, it flips hard. For Kim, the worst part wasn't being hated. It was being seen as the one who faked the truth. 6. Kanye's role. The silent storm. While Kim and Taylor battled it out, Kanye remained a volatile figure in the background. He rarely addressed the leak. Instead, his actions spoke louder. In the years following Famous, he spiraled through public outbursts, political rants, mental health crises, and erratic behavior. His divorce from Kim became a spectacle. His public image deteriorated fast, and the line that started it all, "I made that butch famous," began to look less clever and more cruel. The feud between Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift suddenly felt like more than a celebrity fight. It became a symbol of how powerful people manipulate perception and how quickly truth can be buried under a curated image. 7. Media manipulation and power dynamics. The real story behind Kim Kardashian versus Taylor Swift isn't just about a phone call. It's about media control. Kim and Kanye had the world's attention, and they weaponized it. The use of Snapchat to drop the edited call was genius and brutal. It showed how easy it is to twist a narrative when you control the platform. Taylor, who once seemed like the media's darling, became its villain overnight. This wasn't just about music beef. It was a PR chess game. And for years, Kim had the upper hand. But when the full call leaked, it exposed how much manipulation had been involved. It made fans question everything. How many other stories have we believed based on half the truth? 8. Taylor's redemption. Arc goes global post-2020. Taylor's career hit new heights. Folklore and Evermore dominated streaming platforms and award shows. She began re-recording her albums to reclaim her masters, becoming a symbol of artist empowerment. The narrative shifted. She was no longer the snake. She was the survivor. Meanwhile, the public began looking at Kim's silence as avoidance, not elegance. Taylor's public statements were measured, mature, and sometimes even poetic. Kim, on the other hand, leaned further into influencer culture, luxury branding, and reality TV spin. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Taylor was rebuilding trust. Kim was maintaining image. And the public made its choice. Again. 9. The cultural impact of the feud. Few celebrity fights have had as much cultural fallout as Kim Kardashian versus Taylor Swift. It became a blueprint for how online mobs form, how reputations are destroyed, and how the truth eventually wins, sometimes years later. This feud reshaped how fans view receipts. It taught people that editing clips isn't harmless. It showed how fame can be weaponized in real time. And most of all, it proved that silence isn't always guilt. For Taylor, it was a hard-earned redemption. For Kim, it was a lesson in how power without honesty crumbles fast. But even now, years later, the tension still lingers. Anytime Taylor drops a cryptic lyric or Kim posts a quote, fans go looking for shade. 10. Where they stand today. As of now, Taylor Swift is on top of the world, breaking records with the Eras Tour, dominating streaming and regaining public trust. Kim Kardashian is expanding into new ventures, from law to fashion to billion-dollar business. But the feud? It still exists quietly in the background. They don't mention each other. They don't interact. They exist in separate worlds, orbiting different audiences. But fans remember, and the internet never forgets. The war may be over, but the scars left behind still shape their brands today. In a world obsessed with truth, image, and fame, Kim Kardashian versus Taylor Swift is the celebrity feud that changed everything. Conclusion: a feud that exposed more than just lies. So what do you think? Did Kim really cross the line? Or was it just strategy gone too far? Was Taylor always the victim? Or was she smarter than anyone gave her credit for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is a feud everyone has an opinion on. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dive breakdowns of the internet's biggest celebrity controversies.